image of me. In one glance, you won't see my true identity. And when our eyes meet, judgments are made. Society dictates how the roles are played. I know who I am, but I wonder what you see. Do you only...
This is Diana with your Celebrity Apprentice recap. So hang on for a second. I listened to Aubrey ODay speak for 2 hours. I needed a drink. Okay, let's get on with this recap because let me tell you, there's just so much. Last week was dull snooze fest on Celebrity Apprentice. This week, it was amazing. Okay, first of all, with the guys, we're going to do the guys real quick ahead of time. I'm very proud of the guys because last week I said, Lou's going to be project manager. I wonder how many will work against him instead of work for the team. And I have to say, everybody but Pendulette stepped up and did what they were supposed to do. And mad props goes to Clay Aiken, who called a spade and said, look, you can sit here and shoot down every one of his ideas and act all condescending, but until you come up with an idea of your own, it just seems like you're trying to make him fail. Lou was Lou. He danced with the mop. He worked with other people. I was very happy for Lou this week. I liked Arsenio and Dee and Clay working for the team and working for Lou, whom they had been previously derailing or, offering up as a sacrificial lamb every week. This week, they put their bias or whatever feelings they had aside, and they worked for the team, and they worked well. I really love the moment where people started to realize that there are some things that Lou can't do, like pronounce dirty. So Clay took the time to actually show him physically where to put his tongue to make the word sound the way it should, because he can't hear it, therefore he cannot pronounce it. Pen. I was really disappointed in Penn this week because he sat and brooded after Clay said, look, you're not working for the team. He sat and brooded pretty much the entire rest of the show. And at one point, Lou tried to be nice to him and say, how you doing? And Penn said, I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life. But he did it in a really mumbly, slow voice as he was walking away from the deaf guy. And Lou said, what did he say? To Dee, and Dee repeated it, and then he said he's not really happy. But that was a really shitty move on Penn's part, and because Penn didn't like hearing that he was being a jerk. And he was being a jerk. He was, Penn's a great guy, but in this moment he was being a jerk. Paul came up with the idea and then kind of lagged back, but the idea was great. So, the guys are off doing their thing. Now, the rest of this recap is going to be about the women, okay? Oh my God! These women! All right. If you are not Lisa Lampenelli and Aubrey ODay and now Klingon Debbie Gibson, you are being treated like crap on this team, and it has started from week 1. Lisa and Aubrey steamroll over everybody. They shoot down every idea someone else comes up with, and then they go, we're the creative people. They jump in where they're, if Tia was producing the thing, Aubrey kept coming up and going, well, you should do it this way, and you should do it that way, and you should do it. It's non-stop. Theirs is the only way it can be done. What kills me about Lisa, it's so hypocritical, first of all. If they don't do anything and they let Lisa and Aubrey run the show, then Lisa and Aubrey complain that they don't do anything. But if they try to come up with ideas and try to insert themselves in the project, then Lisa goes on a rampage about not everybody needs to be front and center. It's so, and if you could speak with your face. What the hell was that? Okay, so she's ranting because Diana wants to be part of the team. She came up with ideas, be them good or bad. She was trying, but they were sitting in the car rolling. Oh my God, get over it, you two. Anyhow, they're rolling their eyes at every idea. They have decided they don't like Diana. And frankly, the only time Lisa speaks to Diana is to send her on a task that, you could hire someone, a cheap bellhop to do, Go get the flowers. That's your big task for this, because Lisa doesn't think Diane is capable of anything else. I don't know if it is I don't know what it is exactly. If she hates beauty queens, if she hates Latinos, I'm not quite sure what it is, but she treats Diana like a dog. You can go get this. And if Diana tries to step up, Lisa gets all freaking crazy. Now then there's Aubrey ODay, who from the beginning of the show, it's, I do this, me, 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 me. Oh my God. And young, I'm young, they're old, I'm young, they're old, I'm young, they're old. Ugh. Wait a minute, I'm going to pour myself some more wine. Okay, so then, so Lisa's having this fit that not everybody needs to be front and center when Diana asked to be part of the presentation. Now, that would hold water or a wine glass with me if Lisa and her little team weren't front and center every single week. And if they're not front and center, they sit there and pout. Aubrey sat there and pouted because Tia wanted to produce her own project instead of having Aubrey tell her what to do the entire time. Their concept. I don't know. It was, what's your number? Now, I would have never... Come on, how many mops have you had in your lifetime? A lot of mops. I would not put that with the same number of people you've slept with, but okay, because then why are you selling mops, okay? If you only slept with a couple people in your lifetime, then you must be buying some really damn good mops. But if you're a whore and you've slept with 45, 50, 60, 70 people, well, then you're buying cheap mops. So how are you going to sell O-Cedar mops to people who haven't slept with the town? It didn't make sense to me. It wasn't a good idea. But here we go with Lisa in the boardroom. So we get to the boardroom. Both were done. Lou's video was great. He was funny. It was edited well by Dee and Clay and Arsenio. And Penn pouted the whole time. Paul didn't really have a place, but Paul came up with the main theme, which was, I'm going to mop the floor with you. And once he gave that idea, they took off like a... Well, they did well. So anyhow, we're in the boardroom. And Lisa says, we're the creative people, and you will be lost without us. I don't think so. These three, and now to see, Debbie Gibson was on the outs with Aubrey and Lisa in the beginning weeks, and they didn't like her. But last week, when Debbie became project manager, she put Aubrey and Lisa in the cool car because Debbie could figure out where the power was going, and she wanted to be on the powerful side. So she inched her way over to Aubrey and Lisa, and now she's in tight with Aubrey and Lisa, and the four other women are on the outs. The truth is, not one single woman can say a suggestion, an idea, anything without Lisa and Aubrey shooting it down, correcting them, and butting in. That's just the way it is. They're awful. And Aubrey, with her snippy comments and her snide, confessionals, she's just nasty. The girl is trailer trash of reality TV, and now she's on Celebrity Apprentice like she actually has some class. So the women lose. And Tia says, if I take this for the team, will you fire someone else, to Mr. Trump? And Mr. Trump says no. In the boardroom, that was the most... They came after Diana, Aubrey, and then Lisa and Aubrey came after Diana a lot. And if anybody had ever talked about Lisa the way she talks about other people, she'd be in that boardroom crying like she's going to do next week and like she did the week that she was almost in trouble. She turns on the tears when she's in trouble, but when she can bully her way around... And Lisa's hostile. She's just hostile when people are working. She's rolling her eyes. She's angry all the time. And she's like, I come up with all the ideas. And I'm the... Well, you won't let anybody else in. You're the goddess of Celebrity Apprentice. If what I think is going to have happen is that Lisa makes it to the end or Aubrey makes it to the end, don't they usually have to like bring back several members of their team to help them accomplish the last task where they're supposed to win Celebrity Apprentice? I can't wait to see how that pans out. Let's see, is Victoria Gotti going to go out of her way to help Aubrey ODay or Lisa Lampenelli? No. Is Cheryl Teague's going to go out of her way to help Lisa Lampenelli or Aubrey win? Is Tia Carrera going to do it? No. Is Diana Mendoza going to do it? No. See, they've crapped on these women week after week after week on their climb to the top. And once they get there, there's not going to be a single soul to support them. They're going to have Debbie and Aubrey and Lisa, and that's it. So I predict a man is winning Celebrity Apprentice this year because of the way those three work. Ugh, I don't like them. I don't like the way they treat people. They're hostile. The other women have class, okay? They know how to be women and have intelligent ideas. They don't have to overshout, overbark, be imposing in order to get what they have done. They're successful women. They don't need to be, my way, the highway. Like Lisa, I call her the Iron Maiden, and Aubrey just ditz factor. I mean, she has great ideas, but she's so obsessed with being, I'm young, T is old, for my generation. She thinks the world revolves around her, and she's got something to learn, because 20 years from now, what's she going to think? The world ain't going to be revolving around her. It doesn't revolve around her now. She's just deluded enough to think it. The boardroom's not pleasant. The three angry women, the clique, are just trashing everybody, and Tia says, look, if I fall on my sword and I take one from the team, will you fire anybody else, Mr. Trump? He says no. She says, then I'll do it. That's because women with class don't want to be on the same team as Lisa Lampenelli and Aubrey ODay. They're grown women, they've accomplished a lot in their life, and they don't need to put up with this in their life. Celebrity Apprentice, humiliating yourself on national television, letting a little twit like Aubrey ODay talk to you the way she did. She's like, yeah, I'm done with this. I am so over this. And Tia walked out. She fell on her sword, walked out the door, because she's got more class than to stay on a TV show where trash like Aubrey ODay gets to mouth off nonstop. I give props to Tia. I wish she would have. I mean, I'm happy Lou won. I'm really happy Lou won. And the women's team, Lisa and Aubrey, you're so great. You come up with the best ideas ever. You've lost 3 out of 5 challenges. And the person you hate so much, Diana Mendoza, she won one of them. So one of the 2 wins you've had was from the person you think is so bad, and the other one was from, oh God, I can't remember. Too much wine. Okay, that's Celebrity Apprentice for tonight. The men won. The women are the team is trash. It's just trashed. That team's not going to win crap anymore because Lisa Lampenelli, Aubrey ODay, and now Hang On Debbie Gibson have poisoned the team. They're working against each other instead of for each other. And I will catch you next week on Celebrity Apprentice.
Turn them into triumphs and make a mighty